our belief at the Student Counseling Center is that outreach and consultation are very important components of what it means to be a psychologist in a university community. So to begin, we really look at this as an important part of an intern's training. To speak a little bit about our philosophy behind outreach and consultation, what we like to kind of think of outreach, in many ways it resembles when we think of what makes for effective therapy. And we know that effective therapy starts with a healthy relationship with your client. And so that really translates for outreach into building relationships and healthy relationships on campus. And so at the core of outreach is building relationships. We used to really adopt a model, kind of a top-down model, if you will, of, an outreach is more of a presentation, a didactic presentation where we're the experts in a certain area and we come to impart our knowledge on the rest of the university community, or if it was, the community at large perhaps. And now we really have come a long ways from where we were years and years ago to really know that at the core is building those positive relationships and assessing the needs of the community, as opposed to going out there and saying, here's what you need to know. So for us, outreach and consultation is a very collaborative process. And without those strong relationships campus-wide, it simply doesn't work. And so as an intern here, the training that an intern might expect to get in outreach and consultation would be on their schedule specifically. It looks like 1 hour per week. It doesn't tend to play out that way exactly, that you spend just this hour on Tuesday mornings, for example, working on outreach with the university. So sometimes people will block together, 4 hours on one afternoon where they make some rounds and go and meet some people on campus and build those relationships. So it's a pretty flexible place. But at a minimum, we really want students to get involved. We want interns to get involved with people on campus. One of the ways that we encourage interns to get involved and to really begin their training with outreach and consultation is to be a part of the liaison program. What the liaison program is we have identified on campus people that represent what I like to call kind of first responders. There are kind of eyes and ears out in the community, consisting of residents, life staff, academic advisors, various members of the staff from the academic colleges, and offices and departments like that. Those are departments that we've developed very close liaison relationships with. And what we do here at Student Counseling Service is bring the interns right away into that liaison program and have them develop relationships with a number of people on that list of liaisons. Specifically, at least 2 of the residence halls on campus, and then they pick another couple of departments or academic colleges that they're potentially interested in developing relationships with. And so that's kind of the bare minimum of what an intern here would be expected to do. But as with anything here at SCS, the sky is the limit. So really a lot depends on the intern's level of interest in furthering their training in this area. So in the past, we've had interns who will do what's expected of them in this area and really enjoy that work, and get a lot of good training and supervision in the area of outreach and consultation. But at the end of the day, their interests lie elsewhere, and that's absolutely fine. And other times we have an intern who is extremely interested in taking this to a whole new level. Several years ago, we had an intern who developed a 6-part semester-long outreach experience, really, for the international student on campus through the International Student and Scholars Program. That program, although it was years ago that it started, still lives on today, and oftentimes is picked up by a graduate assistant, a practicum student, or an intern will jump on and take part in helping that live on. And so really, there's a number of ways to get involved in, and you can take it to whatever heights you want to. But that's really personal choice. I would also like to say a little bit about the consultation role more specifically. And in that consultation role, again, our philosophy is we really want to be a resource that's utilized by members of the Iowa State University community. We want people to call when they have questions about our services, about referring students here, about the appropriateness of our services for students. So we really encourage that. And when we get phone calls and when we have people stop in to ask questions, we really want to provide them with a very warm welcome. That we want to send the message, when in doubt, certainly call. Certainly stop by and ask the question. If we aren't the right resource on campus, we can sure point you in the direction of the resource that might be best for you or for the student that you're calling about. So the consultation piece, again, is very much is a very important role, rather, for a university psychologist.